Well, spooky season is officially upon us. Unfortunately, it has not opened particularly well for me. I have had a lot of bad news this week, which I'm not going to get entirely into because I don't want to burden everyone with my problems. But one bit of bad news was the subject of this video, the untimely passing of Shannon Spruill, better known to wrestling fans as Daffney, the Queen of Scream. As you can probably tell from the thumbnail, her character was basically a psycho goth, perfectly suited to any horror fan. And certainly those of us in wrestling fandom who really love those kind of gimmicks, she stood out. She was very memorable for her time and vastly underrated. Unfortunately, several days ago, she posted a very unsettling live feed on her Instagram, which I have not watched. I don't want to because I don't like being depressed. But I have read descriptions, and apparently she spoke at length about mental health issues she has struggled with, stemming in no small part from concussions that she suffered, which ended her in-ring career quite prematurely. And at one point during this live feed, she even brandished a firearm before ending it. Suffice to say, fans, friends, and family were very concerned and tried to contact her but could get no answer. It apparently took almost a day for her family and law enforcement to track down her place of residence, only to confirm that she had tragically ended her own life. This bums me out to no end because I was definitely a fan of hers, and I remember her work very fondly when she first debuted in WCW back in, I think it was '99, as the goth girlfriend of David Flair, son of the legendary Ric Flair. And then when she eventually showed up in TNA wrestling, Leapin' Lovecraftian Gods, I really feel stupid saying that name, but yes, it was called TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, in the 2000s and 2010s, where she probably did some of her best work, and really, her character was just so fun and so memorable. And to know that it came to this end is heartbreaking. And I hate to be the gloomy Gus in all of this, but so many people have been saying, well, if only someone had gotten to her sooner, if only she'd gotten the help she needed. I hate to say it, folks, I don't think there's much anyone could have done. From the description, I don't think she was just dealing with, emotional issues like depression, which I've talked about before, having it myself on and off. I think she was probably legit partially demented from brain damage, in which case there's really not a lot that therapy or support or even medication could have done. And ultimately, she probably would have ended up in some kind of group home for support and to get nonstop care. And that may even have played a role in her unfortunate decision. What's more is I don't think anyone could have gotten there fast enough. She probably did this only moments after cutting off that live feed. There's no way anyone, no police officer, no friend, no relative could have gotten to her soon enough. And the one thing I can imagine is that with that live feed, probably there were people telling her, don't do it, we love you. But she was in a state where she probably just could not hear anything. It's really sucky that we begin the spooky season on this very somber note. But I just wanted to make this video to pay my respects and say that I really wish there had been another way. And to use this to once again say, folks, mental health is no small thing. And, when you're depressed or when you're struggling, it's not just about toughen up and deal with it. And there is no shame in needing help. We've all been at the pits, and sometimes you just can't climb back on your own. And particularly for someone in her case where there's physical things involved, whether it's, lingering pain from some kind of injury or some kind of disorder, or even factors beyond that, that's when you need help even more. And there should be no stigma attached to asking and even to submitting to therapy or to any kind of assistance. Mental health issues are a real nightmare, a real horror that so many people deal with. And particularly here in the United States, I think we just really do not give it the due that it deserves, and we just neglect it so much, which is to everyone's detriment. And so many more of us have to watch friends and loved ones just spiral down for it. It should get more attention. It should be taken seriously. So, sorry to have put out this rather somber and simple video for you all. I do have some more fun stuff planned from here through Halloween, but I felt like this needed to be said, and to pay my respects to the Queen of Scream. You know, those screams are going to echo forever, I think, and whatever else, I just hope that she is at peace wherever she may be, whenever she may be. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for subscribing. Eat, drink, and be scary, folks, and I will see you next time.